joyous day, but anyway, we don't talk about Bruno, no. We don't talk about Bruno. This song's stuck in my head, like, every day. Sup, Anonymous, it's me, Wiz15, and welcome back, you lovely people. Hope you're doing okay, but I hope you're in the mood for spooks, because you know me. I like the creepy, I like the sort of Halloween-y thriller vibe situation, right? So, today, we're going to jump on a trend, and if you haven't read the title already, we are going to be reacting to some analog horror. I kind of know what it is, but I haven't watched that many, so this is going to be new to me. We're going to be watching a very specific playlist that just says Analog Horror Best Of, and a lot of them are from, at least the first couple, are from the same channel, where it's kind of, looks like it's going to be mimicking like a news thing, so let's just get into it, I suppose. Alright, we've clicked on the first video in the playlist. It says Local 58 TV. Like I said, the first couple in the playlist look like that, where I'm assuming it's going to be like a news thing, just by the way that it looks. And the title of this one says, "You are on the fastest available route." I'm a little nervous, but I'm all for the creep, so let's go. Okay.
Proceed to the highlighted route. Continue on Holbrook Park Drive, then in 500 feet turn right onto North 38th Street. You will arrive at your destination in 2 hours and 28 minutes.
Anything that's happening. Like, I can vaguely see stuff, but with the light reflecting off of, like, the rain, it looks like...
North 38th Street. In a quarter mile, turn left onto Merritt Parkway. You are on the fastest available route.
Okay. It's... Ooh. See, so it looks like there's rain coming down on the windshield, so because it's like reflecting, I can't see anything that they're doing. So I'm wondering if, because I'm so focused on that, if there's like a bunch of like...
Rerouting.
Oh? Like, I'm wondering if there's a bunch of like little clips of things and I'm missing it.
Quarry Utility Road South. You are on the fastest route.
Ooh, that sounds like a storm. I'd hate to be driving in a storm. Oh my god. Like, I can't drive anyway. For medical reasons.
In 2.8 miles, keep right to stay on Service Causeway H516.
Okay, hold on. I'm pausing for 2 seconds because this type of road right here, where it's like it's a long-winded road and it's all like grass and it's like countryside on that thing. Everybody looks at those because they're in so many horror things and looks at that and thinks it's scary, which is like fair. But where I grew up, we had lots of these where it was just long-winded roads with, you know, periods of time where it was just like grass and stuff, and it would take you a while to find houses just because our town was actually really small and so many people would live like 5, 10, 15, 30 minutes outside of town. Like where we lived about 15-minute drive outside of town, and there was a giant long-winded road we had to ride to get to where my house was. And if you kept driving, there were 2 routes where it would be the same thing where all of the other people lived, and then there would be a ferry boat to get across the lake where there's lots of those long-winded roads. And then in town, if you went on the other opposite direction that you went to get to my house, you go to the other direction, and it's again the same sort of thing of like 15, 30, 20 minutes out of town with long-winded roads. So this shit to me is comforting because I'm used to this. This is normal. I'm not used to city roads. So this is fine. It's only creepy when it's nighttime. Like in the daytime, so like because this is black and white, right, and it's light, my brain goes, oh, it's the daytime for a second. Just because I'm used to that, and in the daytime it's not as creepy. In the nighttime, it's like, even though I'm used to it, so I'm not like immediately assuming there's something there. Like, if there was anything there, I expect it to be a deer, a coyote, a wolf, a bear, a moose, you know, maybe a cougar. Like, I expect the thing that's randomly out there to be an animal of some sort, um, instead of a person or like a ghost. But that being said, I will admit, as much as I'm used to this shit, that people, like, the idea of, like, a creepy, long-winded road while you're alone in the car in the middle of the night and there's just something that pops up out of nowhere, that does sound scary to me. But I'm actually more relaxed looking at this road than the road where they seem to be in, like, a cityscape area. Like, I'm more calm looking at this than I was at the other stuff. This car must be very low to the ground.
Rerouting. Make a U-turn. Head east for 1/4 of a mile, then follow signs for do not enter.
Sorry. I seized a tad. Okay, so being in the woods is a little bit scary. I'm used to the woods, but like when it's like this, it's a little bit more scary. Only because I expect wild animals to be in the woods. And you gotta be careful. Also, there's way too many horror movies out in the woods. Why are you stopping in the middle of the woods? I don't like that noise.
Rerouting. Make a U-turn. Your destination will be on
I didn't get jump scared.
in 500 feet. Your destination will be on in 300 feet. Your destination in 250 feet. Rerouting. Your destination will be in 50 feet. You will arrive at your destination.
Don't like that. Don't you dare jump scare me. Don't do it. Okay, so they had a car crash. There's glass breaking. What? Wait, hold on. We're gonna go back. It said something, but I didn't hear what it said. I don't know what that said. Somebody in the comments tell me what you think that said. You are on the fastest available route by Chris Straub. Straub. Good idea. Good job. That was really well done. This one's called Contingency. I think I like the idea of analog. Hold on. I think I like the idea of this like analog horror style because I think that it almost makes it creepy because like I feel like things getting like I feel like things getting like corrupted and stuff and files and stuff having that happen is the thing that can happen, but it's like it's weird when it's like stuff like this where it almost looks like a VHS tape or really old footage because it's like, you know, it's like going back and looking at an old TV show and somebody had that VHS tape underneath and somebody recorded something over top of the VHS of what it originally was, because some people had like those special ones. I never did, but yeah. So it's a little bit creepier when it's that way, especially because a lot of VHS tapes stay the same. You know, like they're a bit harder to fuck around with. So I think that's why. But at the same time, I think I like it because it gives me sort of like a dose of like creepy nostalgia, where it's like I'm looking at this footage and I'm reminded of like VHS tapes and the way that I used to watch things when I was a kid, and I go, the nostalgia. But then the nostalgia gets distorted, like a distorted feeling, just because what I'm watching is creepy and not necessarily something I would have watched as a kid. So I think that's cool. I think the last one was cool. I was talking a lot over it just because I was saying, like, the long-winded roads like that are less creepy to me. I was actually more anxious watching them drive in a city in the middle of the rain in a storm. However, driving alone in the middle of the woods is a little bit scarier, because it's like, why are you there in the woods other than just maybe creepy unknown things, because there's been too many horror movies made in the woods. There's also the fact that, like, however many wild animals could be there, like, imagine, like, if you're driving, it's a little less scary, because, like, a lot of animals are probably not going to come fuck up your car. They'll hear the loud noise and be like, no. But, like, if you're walking by yourself, though, it's a little bit scary, especially at nighttime, obviously. And I think that that's both because of where I grew up, but also just because, like, there's so many horror movies about being in the woods. You know, like, there's so many of the short videos and, like, the video game Slender Man and, like, the Blair Witch and, like, all this about being in the woods and shit happening to you. You're just like, nope, good, actually. Nah. So that was a little bit scary. I'm wondering if it'll get more scary throughout. Although I hate the news, though. I like that it seems like an old news station, like what it used to be. The classic error. U.S. Department for something. I didn't read what that was. Hold on. I want to read what that said. No, give me the part. Okay. U.S. Department for the Preservation of American Dignity. Okay. Do not use after November 13th, 1970. Well, it is currently February 1st, 2022. Nobody kill me. I'm also in Canada and not in the U.S., so... Contingency message reel locator, USDF pad. To be used only in the event of United States complete surrender to insurmountable enemy forces. Public broadcast only upon confirmed condition. 12 Omaha, solemn certainty. Okay. Contingency message will now begin. Please comply with the following instructions. God bless America. Kinescope broadcast date here, month, day, year. American citizens, the worst has come to pass. Despite the sacrifices of our citizens and the might of our armed forces, the United States has been forced to surrender to her enemy. Though they may occupy our borders, our streets, and our homes, the enemy will never occupy our spirit. That is why all Americans are now called upon to act, to preserve the memory of the United States clear and bright, untarnished and uncompromised. Know that I have already taken action in the company of family and loved ones. Now all Americans, every man, woman, and child, are called upon to act before the moment passes by. Who's I? Is that the president? Second of all, the freaking, what's the word? Anthem music just, like, getting more distorted is very creepy. Let our united resolve echo through history. Even in defeat, we refuse to yield. Even in defeat, we claim victory. President of the United States. We don't know who it was, though. Honor liberty by taking the final and greatest liberty of all. It is privileged to be called to action. You take America with you. What is act immediately? Like, start fighting them, or what? We will each be remembered. Use the method most available to you at this time. Your courage will inspire others. There's nothing to fear. It said act, right? Which made me think, okay, maybe they want the Americans, like, even just the citizens, to be called to action, which, call to action to me reminds me of during the World Wars, of, like, you were being called to action and all the war posters. So I'm like, okay, so are they wanting them to fight said enemy? Like, they want more than just the people there, like, all the citizens to do what they will? But this part is we will each be remembered. This part here makes me wonder if they're trying to tell them to kill themselves because of the thing. I mean, I guess, but here's the thing, like, which I think is kind of fucked up, but, like, the reality is, if you really had, like an insurmountable enemy forces, and you had no idea what was happening, and everybody was coming at you, and everybody was at risk, and you did get called to action, and all the citizens are supposed to fight, depending on how strong the enemy actually is, there's a possibility, and you know it, that as soon as you start fighting whoever it is, there's a risk that you might die. So it's like, it's either you, I guess it would either be you, like, as dark as it is, it's either you kill yourself before they get to you, and whatnot, out of protection, and not wanting to go through torture or whatever it is they might be planning, or two, fight as best as you can, and if you die, you die. Like, just accept that sort of fact, I guess. Definitely creepy, though. I think this one's more creepy to me because... Oh no, so it is trying to ask you to kill yourself. Okay, well that answered my question in 0.2 seconds. I was going to say this one's more creepy because I guess, in a way, you know, at one point in life, this shit could have been real, I guess. The time has come. Access to a loaded firearm is ideal. Place muzzle, hole of gun, upward to the roof of mouth. Thank you. Join your neighbors, your family, your God. So they are asking you. It's not like asking you to fight. It's asking you to kill yourself before they get to you. It's asking every American to kill themselves. I don't know what is the right answer to that. Your local law enforcement has been ordered to ensure your compliance. It is against the law to delay them. Whoa! I didn't read that. Come back. This message will repeat until there are none to read it. So it's now, it's more of just like, hey, we will be remembered, blah, 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 but now it's like, now it's saying your local law enforcement has been ordered to ensure you're compliant. So it's not like even like you have a choice or you can stand around and try to like fight. It's literally saying like, yo, we will come and find you and will ensure that you kill yourself. Like that makes it a little dark. Like, if there is time, victory, position. Remember the 3 F's: front lawn, face up, feet together. Tend to them before yourself. Regarding your children, tend to them before yourself. Use a calm tone of voice. Everyone can do their part. Oh, that's even more fucked up. I didn't even think about, like, having children or pets in this scenario where, like, because normally it's like, you know, if you, and this is also an interesting way because, right, because usually in a dire situation, it's tend to yourself before your kids. And even though your immediate reaction is take care of your kid first, it's like, for example, if you're in an airplane and something happens and you need to put a mask on, it's always like, put your mask on first and then help your kid. And the reason they say that is because if you're not fast enough to put your own mask on and stuff, there's a risk that you could die, and then if you die, who's going to help your kid in the first place? You know? So it's like, quickly tend to yourself and then tend to them. Even though everybody's like, tend to them before yourself is your first thing. But in this case, it's tend to them before yourself, but in a much darker tone because they're basically saying, use a calm tone of voice, kill your child, and then kill yourself. This is so dark. The smallest patriots is what that said, infants and pets. I think it said the smallest patriots. You want to kill the pets too? Technical difficulties, we apologize for the interruption. Correction. Earlier today, the state aired what appeared to be a warning message from a U.S. government agency. This has been confirmed as a hoax. Local 58 apologized for any confusion that may have resulted. my god. Okay, that one didn't outright scare me. But, like, imagine that. Like, imagine after the First World War or the Second World War, I don't remember exactly which one, like, the teepees and stuff are already around. And getting that as a message from your U.S. government saying that, you know, there's enemy lines and whatnot, and kill your children and your pets and yourself and lie out on your front lawn and do all these things, and then be like, and like a threat that like law enforcement literally will show up to your house to demand compliance. And then right after, for a message to be shown being like, no, sorry, that was just an accident. Like, some people might still be living to read that, but how many people would have actually listened to that out of fear, thinking that something was actually happening? And then to just have the news be like, oh, we're sorry for any confusion, as people are, like, dead all on their front lawns. Like, oh my god. That's really fucked up. Like, I know it's fake, but damn. Shit. That one wasn't, like, scary, like, I was, like, scared to death. It was just, like, the idea of it was so fucking dark. Damn. Okay. We have been recording for a while, so I think this one might be our last one. For at least the news one. Weather service is what it says. Weather warning for your area. I do get those. Not like this though. Ooh, ow. Chill, bro. County Weather Service has issued a warning for a meteorological event. This warning is effective immediately and continues until sunrise tomorrow morning. Citizens are advised not to observe this event with the naked eye. Blood of the what? Civil danger alert. The County Weather Service has issued the following correction for the weather warning in effect. For your safety, remain indoors. Do not... No. I want to see what it says. For your safety, remain indoors. Do not look at the night sky. More information to follow. And it's changed. The meteorological event is safe for all to view. Warning has been lifted. They want people to go outside now. Ha! Can you read this? Yeah. Look at the moon. Do not look at the moon. Stay inside, don't look at the night sky. Face away from all windows. Avoid mirrors. Do not look up. Ah, shit. The following is a message from the County Weather Service. It's in the light. The moon came in. He found me. Through the mirror. Moonlight white. White like eyes. Not light but blood. I drown in him. If you are afraid, we will look together. I'm scared. that actually genuinely scared the shit out of me. I feel like I'm hearing screaming. Is that screaming? Damn. These people do a really, really great job. Okay, one more. Show for children. Ooh. already hate it. Like, I'm not afraid of... Oh, this is like the classic oldie type tunes. Aw, don't ruin them for me. I like them. It's a little skeleton boy and a creepy moon in the background. He's walking across a graveyard. Oh no! There's an open grave. Oh, it's a ghost. She's cute. He's scared. Ooh. Run away. Still cold. Scared. Trying to find somebody still walking through a graveyard. Oh, is it gonna continue to be like around, kind of like PT? That's a little creepy. Alright. Oh, it showed us for a second the other skeleton. Oh, the little moon in the background's not smiling anymore. Ooh. Down the rabbit hole, do we go? I guess so. Okay. He's in a cave now. He looks like he's very, very cold. What's wrong, little skeleton boy? You gotta find some shelter. There's no music or anything playing now. Does he fall in the grave? Because he can't... Oh. No, little skeleton boy. Is he just accepting death? No, I've become attached to you now. It's the moon? That's so creepy. Oh, he's dead now. Was that it? Damn. That was a really good idea. I liked that. It was creepy, and I feel bad for the little skeleton boy, like, greatly. But, like, that was really cool. I liked a lot of those. I think I will link their channel down below, just because, for if you want to watch more of their stuff, because those are really well done. And they have, like, a decent amount of sort of like news type analog horror videos. So if you want to see more of their stuff, I'm going to link their channel down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and let me know if you want me to react to more analog horror stuff. Let me know if you got jump scared on any of these. I love you all very, very much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye!